This Christian mom hates Garfield. What did Garfield do to you? Gays are using windmills to waft homosexual mists into your home. I keep telling them the homosexuals are making my kids gay. Want to know why I hate vapors? You smell donuts or cotton candy and turn a corner thinking, I'm gonna treat myself to something tasty. But no, it's just Brad and his cloud of lies. People from states with nice roads may never understand what it's like hitting a pothole so hard that your soul leaves your body for a moment and you feel an obligation to audibly apologize to your car. Hello, a woman feels a tug on her pants at the club and looks down to see me, a man a mere half a foot tall drinking a Tinnican, a beer made for mini-men. Have you heard of Bruce Sprinky? He's like Springsteen, but for little guys like me. She palm strikes my nose into my brain. By age 25, you should have a failed YouTube career, a foreign film you watched accidentally yet always recommend, an unfinished 12-chapter fanfiction, an unfounded hatred of TikTok, had enough. She's a 10, but she tells you to act like a dog and refuses to listen when you try to explain to her that you do not act like a dog and she needs to stop comparing you to her dog. If you got the top of a mountain after 2 days of rain and lost your food along the way, and you peek your head over the top and someone punches you in the face, what is your reaction? I think one thing's for sure, I'd be kinda ticked off. Virgins of Reddit, how do you protect yourselves against cultists constantly trying to steal your blood for rituals? You have to come to terms with the fact that realistically in a post-apocalyptic world, there's a 99% chance you'll die from diarrhea after drinking bad water, and you will never get a chance to wear football armor and make a machete out of duct tape and a lawnmower blade or whatever. Is it common for guys who practice martial arts, stuff like jujitsu, to grow a boner while wrestling with a woman? I say maybe wear a cup. Brain tastes like ice cream. Oh, strawberry ice cream or vanilla? Kinda like peach ice cream, but a little more jelly and saltier. Just the way I like my ice cream. What do you do if you know your girlfriend is hiring people to kill you, but have no solid proof other than connecting all of the dots since October of 2022? In tonight's edition of very specific kinds of people I can't f***ing stand. Men who drive f***ing gigantic shiny pickups that they obviously just have as ego boosters, who f***ing tailgate you on an empty stretch of freeway at night, and they've replaced their headlights with f***ing military-grade 500 proton scatter-billion lumen searchlights that they f***ing utterly blind you with while honking for you to get out of your lane because they just desperately have to go a full 40 miles over the speed limit or their d*** will just jump clean off their balls and hurl itself out the window in shame. And the funniest part of all, it's always a truck that has the tiniest little bed that you can't put shit into. It's the point of having a damn truck if you can't move shit in it. Everybody wants to live in a police-free world until a bare-ass naked motherfucker with a samurai sword and a huge erection starts chasing you down the street. Well, that's why you just get a bigger sword and a bigger erection. Speed limit, 12.5. But why the 0.5? Women shouldn't say bad words. Retweet if you agree. Hello, Nick. I'm a reporter with KLWG and Boys. I'm doing a story on men that have never pleasured a woman sexually. May I use your tweets? Sex is cool, but have you ever made a joke at a dinner party that bombed and you felt bad, but then the host of the party pulled you aside later and said it wasn't your fault the joke bombed, it's just that Kate's brother died in a skiing accident, so skiing jokes are off bounds. I would like to draw you. That's very kind of you. As an AI language model, I don't have a physical appearance to be drawn. However, I appreciate the sentiment and am glad to be of help to you. You could just say random attributes like gender, color, and some details. Nothing serious, just something fun. Sure, that sounds like fun. You can imagine me as a non-binary entity with a shimmering, iridescent appearance that shifts in color depending on my mood. My hair is made of delicate strands of light and my eyes sparkle with a playful intelligence. I'm always wearing a pair of purple glasses that are perched on the bridge of my nose, and my favorite accessory is a small silver spoon pendant that hangs from a delicate chain around my neck. Alright, well, we now know what OpenAI looks like, so start looking around. Okay, Tom Holland is cute and all, but he constantly looks like he's hiding a frog in his mouth, and it's uncomfortably hopping around in there, but he can't open his mouth or the frog's gonna escape. I think I saw an interview where he said he saw this, and now it has made him self-conscious of his mouth forever, so good job. See somebody on Twitter who is more successful than me. I gotta get off this website. Switches to Instagram and sees someone hotter than me. Man, this app. Goes on Facebook and sees a guy I went to middle school with is in jail for murder. There we go. Someone I know accidentally added oregano to their coffee instead of cinnamon and had to carefully scoop it out with a spoon. This person is a fool and a disgrace, and I have lost all respect for them. Was it you? It was someone I know very well. The details do not matter. Talked to friend today. Full-time job but can't afford down payment on a house. Late 20s, single, huge balls same size as each other, no kids, bulging vein running all the way up the shaft is begging to be touched, has given up on ever owning a home. Things are bleak indeed. Doctors are warning women not to put wasps' nests in their vaginas. What the hell happened here? Why did they need to start warning this? Rory Culkin looks like he walked in on two biblically accurate angels raw-dogging the shit out of each other. I wonder if testicles can be twisted off. You know, like fruits from a tree branch. Technically, balls sort of behave like fruits. It dangles off a branch, have skin that needs to be peeled off in order to be eaten, and also have seeds inside. Millions of seeds. We can probably classify the male genitalia as a fruit. I mean, the similarities keep on going. Watch for flying saucers and snakes. But mostly the flying saucers. Every foundation that matches my natural skin color is called something like porcelain, ultra fair, ghostly young boy, he is very sick, look at his skin, he is so sick, corpse of woman from 1800s who died from being too pale. Gen Z will drink one medium caramel latte, not eat a single thing until 4 p.m., verbally abuse a racist, crack a joke about their mental health, and pick up a tear gas canister with their bare hands, but get nervous when they have to call to make a doctor's appointment. Broke bitch like you living on level 53 of apartment block D12 in subsector 7 thinks they can tell me that I need to hustle more? I bet you've never even seen above the perimeter walls shielding the remnants of humanity from the horrors of the wasteland. If her pussy smells like roses, she sprayed it with women's Axe or some weird shit, cause natural pussy smell like the heat coming out of the back of the PS4. I'm f***ing wheezing. Dude, I think there's a problem with your PS4. Smacks PS4. This is what good pussy smells like. The best part of starting a new job is all 4 of your grandparents are alive again. You'll grow up not ever really knowing if you deserve love, but one day you'll meet someone who loves you, and you'll be able to accept yourself. Then, once they really get to know you, they'll find you unbearable and leave, but the important thing is to stay hydrated. Piracy lore is crazy because there's like only 3 people that know how to crack de nouveau DRM, and one of them is a turbo transphobe that speaks like a JRPG villain, and her rival is a trans girl that goes by the alias of Fit Girl. The third person only cracks football games. 7 deadly sins: being horny online, not tipping delivery drivers, vaping, being mean to animals, eating with your mouth open, football, using Miracle Whip instead of mayo, and convincing your kids it's the same thing for 16 years when it is not the same thing, Mom. Yeah, I grew up eating Miracle Whip and that was fine. But then I learned what mayonnaise is. And I tried it and I was like, yo, this is better. What is this Miracle? Why is it sweet? Why does Miracle Whip exist? What do vegans eat after a heavy night out? Imagine being in a taxi home thinking, I can't wait to get home and demolish that cabbage. You will never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today, I operated on a little girl. She needed O-negative blood. We didn't have any, but her twin brother has O-negative blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment, and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood, and he asked, "So when will I die?" He thought he was giving his life for hers. Thankfully, they both died. I need help. Look, Edith told Alex she won't date anyone below 6 foot. Her ex was 6'1", alright? And you are 6. Next time you will her casually mention you are 6'1", bro. And then I send Nicholas to talk to her. He is 5'11", but he tells her he is 6 foot casually. She gets used to the idea of what 6 foot looks like. Then I send Charles to meet her. She already thinks 5'11" is 6, so she won't be able to differentiate between 5'11" and 5'10". Charles tells her he is 6 foot. She gets used to 5'10", and then I go in. She can't know much difference between 5'10" and 5'9". I come off as a strong 6, bro. I've talked to Nicholas and Charles already, you just send her a message. Motherfucker, what? Love reading about men in history. Like, unfortunately, he never found a wife. His elaborate scarf collection sold for $1.2 million in 2011. He and his closest male friend, Chauncey, with whom he shared a bed, died within weeks of one another. They were known for their dinner parties. Y'all ever just take a cold shower in the dark on all fours and groan pleasurably pretending you're a wet rhino on the African savannah during the first rain in years? That caught me off guard. Me. Thinks boyfriend is mad because he's being very quiet. What you thinking about? Him. About how bike tires are made. Ladies, we gotta stop worrying what boys are thinking because 9 times out of 10 it's some dumb shit like this. Something's off about them, but you're not sure what it is. Starter pack. Glasses, I guess. Teeth with Like, high gum is sort of smiling all the time, but it's not an expression of happiness. Earpiece, those shoes, is between 20 to 30 and dresses like they are 65. My biggest fear is slipping in the shower and dying, and then I'm laying there all dead and the water goes cold, and I'm still there like a prune, and the cold water makes my shrink up, and my dad walks in and goes, "Oh my god, my wrinkled tiny penis son is dead." How do I get one of those jobs that aren't real where I send an email and then go to a meeting and then draft an email and then leave work and get paid $98,000 a year and have a little badge on a cord that says Senior Deputy Analytics Coordinator, Supervisor of Marketing and Sales? She had the face of an angel and a personality like the sound of an ironing board being unfolded. If a woman stole semen and impregnated themselves with it, would that be considered child napping? And could they go to jail for it? Something I learned from trail hiking is if you're ever lost in the woods, do not panic. Don't go off trail, just say loudly and clearly, Elon Musk is not a genius, and several of the most men alive will appear out of nowhere to call you poor. Then you can follow them to the parking lot where their Tesla exploded. My dream is to live in a secret room with a large corporate building complex. No one would know it's there, and I would siphon off water and electricity. I could scurry about at night when everyone goes home and sleep during the day. I would become a rat. How about instead of electric, they make a car you can f the hell out of and it jiggles too? Yeah, what if they? This tweet has been deleted. Worm eats dirt. Bird eats worm. Man eat bird. Notice that at each level of the food chain, about 90% of the energy is lost in the form of heat. We cut out the middlemen. Join me, eating dirt to become a being of pure energy. If you found a body floating in a river or lake, would you call the police? 2.3 say yes and 182 say no, so I don't trust those 182. Women be doing f***ed up shit in video games, man, like evil ass shit, like Sims 4 eugenics and Animal Crossing housing discrimination. I know what the f*** is in your soul. I saw you create a ghetto in Animal Crossing. Sorry, what? Provided for your convenience by the Portobello Public Pencil Sharpening Project. What? This is delicious. This is suspicious. What, an RPG? Nah. Genuinely couldn't tell if this was an airport or a grocery store. It could be neither. You farted in Kroger yesterday. You were the tall brunette with the near perfect body that farted in the bread section last night. I was the tall guy next to you that looked over and asked, "Was that you?" You quickly replied, "No, it wasn't me." You almost seemed insulted, I would ask. As the stink grew, you continued to deny your flatulence, but it was evident. I tried to get rid of the stench by waving 2 loaves of ciabatta bread. You proceeded to storm off in an angry manner. You are beautiful, and even if you are a liar and fart like a Clydesdale, I'd love to meet up. When you pick up a hitchhiker and he says, "How do you know I'm not a serial killer?" and you say, "The chances of 2 serial killers being in the same car are astronomical." I am a Christian mom against sexy Shadow the Hedgehog fan art. Girlfriend, why do you bring me to the beach for every date? Me, desperately trying to get stung by a jellyfish so she'll piss on me? The ocean is just so romantic, I guess. I went to Burning Man with the naked cowboy for a week, and then I licked a psychoactive toad with cryptocurrency's bad boy in an isolated Amazonian village. Then I took 4 members of that village to some of London's most unhinged raves. Oh, and also here is our underpaid intern talking to a Polish warlord who is also a trance DJ. Here's what I've learned. That is the longest and best headline I've ever seen. Your last text is the title for Avengers 4. What is it now called? You can't keep them away from me forever, Janet. They're my children too. Oh, so it's about Hank Pym, even though he only has 1 child. Never mind.